Hey everybody, Hoang here, and today we're going to talk about the Digimon TCG card game Set 5 Battle of Omni. In this set, we do receive very iconic Digimon such as Omnimon, Omnimon Zwart, and other fan favorites such as Lord Knightmod, and new faces that we haven't seen in different medias before such as Rafflesia and Hex Blaumon. So I'm really excited for this set. The set does drop August 6th with all of the pre-orders being July 30th, and thanks to our special friends at Bandai, we do have a present for everyone. Ta-da! We have a set of Bt5 actually in early. So we're gonna crack this open for all you guys watching, and hopefully we get something good, right? So gotta crack this open. But yeah, I actually really like this meta. I think Bt5 format itself is super duper cool. Not only does it have some of my favorite Digimon, right? Because I think Lord Knightmon is really cool. I've also played a significant amount of that format as well, and I can definitely say this is one of the cooler formats in the game. So, let's get this cracked. So first off, we do see the promo. We do get the alternate art for Sora Joe. As you can see, it's pretty nice looking. And we're gonna set that aside. And here we are. We do have our packs. So let's get this cracked. So how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna open it up and we're gonna go one by one. I'm gonna talk about each card. I'm gonna talk about the different type of decks that the card may be used in, how useful is it, so that when you guys open packs, you guys have an idea of what cards to look for, right? So we'll set that aside, and so let's get cracking, right? Yeah, so right off the bat, we do see Dorbrickmon, who did appear in Digimon Crosswords. Dorbrickmon is an interesting card. He doesn't see a lot of play, but he's definitely a really cool boss card to base your deck around. He does gain a large amount of DP on swing. That's pretty cool. We do see Kotemon. Kotemon is very useful, especially in the very powerful Lord Knightmon deck, which we'll see a lot. Let me see if I can get this to focus. There we go. Kotemon is a searcher. He searches for both your Knightmons as well as your Lord Knightmons. Very powerful. We do see Monochromon. Monochromon is a one-cost blocker for red, similar to what Pidomon, Devimon blocker, Kabuterimon blocker, etc. All of those were. So red finally gets it, as well as blue in this set. We do see Black Mock Galgamon. Black Mock Galgamon is essentially just another copy, if I can get it to focus, but okay, well, no luck. But it's another copy of Greymon, so it gives jamming to Digimon with Reboot. So if you want a little bit more consistency in that front, you can go for that. We do get the Marine Devimon. Marine Devimon is a vanilla, cost 2D Evo. So very similar to like Monzaimon, Bastemon, all of those. But he's kind of like the middle ground because he has 7k DP unlike Bastemon's 8k, and he costs 6 unlike Monzaimon's 5. So he's kind of that middle ground. Next we get Guruband. This Guruband is very special because he's able to reduce his own cost by 1. Trying to get that to focus. There you go. He reduces his own cost by 1. Oh, it's lost. Alright. Well, he reduces his own cost by 1 if you have a Gabumon in his source. So if you have Nokia, for example, which hopefully we pull 1 or 2, maybe a few, then you can become a zero-cost evolution. He also gives Garuru plus 1k DP, which if we pull cards such as Sagittarius mode can be, useful. We do see Royal Nuts. This is Digisorption support. Royal Nuts does state, reveal 5 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 card with Digisorption from them to your hand, place the rest on your bottom. So, like we said before, this is Digisorption support, so that's pretty cool. That's like Ceresmon and whatnot. We do get Absolute Blast. This is Hexblow removal. Absolute Blast is trash though. There goes the focus. I'm just going to stop with that, but it's trash the bottom card of your opponent's Digimon, and then you can bounce one of their Digimon with no sources to the bottom of their deck. So this card's actually really good in my opinion, because it allows you to get rid of threats that Hexblow normally wouldn't be able to touch. We do see Digimon. Digimon is, when he's destroyed, you do heal 1. So for Mega Zoo players, that's something cool you can do. I also love the art that we do see the Digimon. Very iconic. We do get the Crisp Paledramon, another Hexblow card. This card on Digivolve, it allows you to strip, and then his ESS, if your opponent has a Digimon without a source, he gets +1 security attacks, similar to the War Gurumon that we do see in the trial deck. For our rare, we get Tai Kamiya and Matt Ishida. This is a white tamer. This card is really good. So the first ability is if your opponent has a excuse me, if your opponent has a level 6 on their board, you get +2 memory at the start of your turn, and then all your Omnis get +1 security attack. So this card, very versatile. And when you use this in tangent with some other cards that we may see in this box, definitely some crazy stuff. And then our last rare is Arata. Arata is fantastic for the Diaboromon deck. He not only gives you memory at the start of your turn if you have an unidentified or an unknown in your trash, which the entire Diaboromon line is that, but he also gives you a token whenever you Digivolve into Diaboromon. So really cool stuff. And then here's the memory marker, so you know the card list. And then the design for the memory marker itself, it's pretty cool this time around. So we'll put all our rares into a pile and then put the rest here. So moving on. And I apologize for like the coughing and whatnot. A little bit under the weather, but hopefully it doesn't stop us from having a fantastic box opening, right? So next box, we start off with Musayaman. This is jamming in purple. So now every single color except black now has jamming. The reason black will never get jamming is because it has reboot XD, which means that you can swing, reboot, and you can excuse me, you can't get touched. Cubiemon. Your opponent cannot reduce the cost of Digivolution. So for cards such as Digisorption, right? This card nullifies Digisorption. It also, excuse me, it would also reduce cards such as Nokia and whatnot. It prevents that from going off. We have Black War Growlmon. Black War Growlmon is +1 security attack whenever a Digimon is destroyed on your board. So if you use this in tangent with OTK Purple, for example, you can get a lot of pressure because then you can accelerate how many swings you need to do. So definitely a really good card. Sakuyamon, very similar to Cubiemon, ironically, is they both prevent your opponent from reducing Digivolution costs. So they're actually one and the same, just in yellow and green respectively. We do see Daramon. Daramon is, well, he's a beefy boy. Also, fantastic art. You see the Ikakimon in the back, he drew little Daramon. But, yeah. So, Daramon is for every suspended Digimon in play, or you have in play, he gets +2k. So, he can be a beefy beater at times. Really great art. I love that art. Demonic Disaster. Demonic Disaster is what you would normally use in tangent with cards like the Black Growlmon, because it allows you to pop one of your cards and then get a free restand. I absolutely love this art too, by the way. I don't know if we can get this to focus. I'll try my best, but there. Like just for a brief moment, you see Chaos Gallimon and Vajramond. Yep. So delete one of your Digimon and unsuspend one of your Digimon. It's really good, especially when Black Growlmon gives you that inherent +1 security attack if you use that. We do get Knightmon, one of the menaces of the Bt5 format himself, on play -4k. And you're like, why would you want to on play this 7 cost for 4? Well, really great SR in this set that will, you know, kind of makes this card super duper worth it. We do see the Zeke Greymon. Zeke Greymon is a phenomenal card, especially in the Shoutmon deck. Let me see if I can get that to focus a little bit. Maybe. No? Alright, whatever. So Zeke Greymon, what Zeke Greymon will do is when you Digivolve into him, he has the Blitz keyword. What Blitz does is if you Digivolve into him and then you would pass the turn, he's still able to swing. So hypothetically, if we were on, ignore the color, but let's say we're at 1 memory, right? And then we go into Zeke, and that would pass turn, and then Zeke can still swing. So in the context of red, that's really powerful because you have all this DB plus, you have security plus, you have a lot of ways to make this swing very threatening. So Zeke Greymon is actually a really great card. We do see the Gigimon, a lot of purple in this pack. But Gigimon, excuse me. Gigimon is whenever one of your Digimon is deleted, you get +2k DP. So in decks like OTK Purple, like I mentioned earlier, this card is very excellent. We do see Super Starmon. This is the equivalent of Marine Devimon, where he's in the middle, right? He's not Antilamon, but he's not Saharamon. So we get Argomon level 6. This is a new Argomon, new Digisorption. I absolutely adore the art on this card. Let me see if I can get that to focus. If not, that's a damn shame. Oh, yeah, absolutely in love with that art. So not only did we get new Digisorption fodder, but he's actually anti-tamer support, which is really interesting because he prevents your opponent's tamers from restanding. So if you play versus tamer heavy decks, like let's say Nokia becomes very popular in the meta, then you can just disable Nokia. Like that's super powerful, right? And then finally our last rare in this pack, Earthshaker. Wow, this was like a super heavy purple pack, but Earthshaker is phenomenal. I love this card. Not only because of its art, if I can get to the focus, there it is, Tachymon right there, but delete one of your opponents level 4 and level 5 unsuspended. Why this card is so great is because it costs 6, which means you can use this with Plutomon. So previously, Plutomon's issue was that he could only kill tall. He can only kill level 6s. He had difficulties with level 5 and below. Earthshaker is your answer to this. So now you can cover both tall, both high level and low level. Absolutely phenomenal card. And then the other memory marker. So you see, so we have the black and we have the white. It's kind of nifty. But yeah, definitely in love with Earthshaker. I love that card. I'm so excited to play Plutomon, guys. Oh, I think I just spoiled myself a little bit. There's a little bit of a shine in the back. So, as we mentioned before, Musayaman, cool jamming, Monokromon, 1-cost Evo, Morishelmon. Morishelmon is a vanilla 2-cost. He's a 7k beater for level 4, so good stat line. Mechanorimon is one of the coolest cards in the set, for sure. He is a 6k blocker. He costs 4, and then his ability is let me see if I get this to focus. Okay, yeah, so he can't attack, and then if he battles an opponent's Digimon and survives, he untaps himself. So versus decks like Rookie Rush, you just go, bam, block, restand, you know? Like, that's so good. This card is so good. Okay, we see Pixie Mod. Pixie Mod is actually fantastic because in the context of green, this 8k DP is huge because then you can swing with the Pixie Mod and then you can trigger the Izzy Mimi, which hopefully we'll see in this set. You can also use that in tangent with a lot of cards, really. Like, you can end on a Nidhogg turn, etc., right? Pixie Mod, a fantastic card. We see the Supreme Cannon. Supreme Cannon is a really interesting card because Supreme Cannon, all of your opponent's Digimon with 3k or less DP is sent back to your opponent's hand. If you have a Gururu or Omni, then it's 5k DP that gets bounced back. So versus like Rookie Rush, versus decks that just want to go wide, Supreme Cannon is really a good card. Jokermon, very interesting card. Oh, what? Bro, I spoiled myself, but like, that's intentional. That's definitely intentional. Besides, so Jokermon is, when he's deleted, you can play a purple level 3 from your trash. You don't trigger the on-play effect. Jokermon's pretty interesting because if you call this off of Zort, which, you know, if we pull one, then you're able to also spawn another body off of that. And then we do see the Transcendent Sword. It's 7 cost. You can destroy a Digimon with 11k DP or less. And then if you have a Greymon or Omnimon, then it's 15k DP or less. And so this is essentially a Gaia Force. And then as you see, they go together. That has to be intentional, right? Like, that's just so cool. Absolutely fantastic art. We see Shooting Starmon. Shooting Starmon is on deletion. You can minus 3k DP from an opponent's Digimon. So Shooting Starmon's a really interesting card, especially when you combine this with the option card. I believe it's like Meteor Squall. I believe that's what it's called. If we see it later on. We do get, I'm gonna flip this over because I don't see what our special is, but we do get the Rosemon. Rosemon is Digiburst 3. All of your Digimon with Digiburst get +1 security attack. So in the context of green, where you're able to, you know, fill that board up because you're stunning them through the power of Aphasia, which again, I hopefully see it. This card gives you that little extra push power. So definitely really powerful. And then we have one more card. Okay, we get Metal Greymon Ultras Mode. So we actually get a really interesting mechanic in this set. If you can see, I don't know if it's gonna focus or not. Maybe. Come on. No? All right, it's cool. So what it is basically is, so you can Digivolve into Metal Greymon off of a level 4 and that'll cost 3, or you can Digivolve off of Metal Greymon or off of level 5 and it'll only cost 1. You know, so similar to the anime where we saw Metal Greymon become Ultras Mode. This level 5, the level 5 can go into a level 5. And Metal Greymon, when you Digivolve into him, if you have Metal Greymon in its source, then you can delete a Digimon with 4k or less DP. And then his ESS, or his extra skill, if it has Omnimon or Greymon in its name, it gets +2k DP. So really cool card, for sure. And then the special, I spoiled myself a little bit, but it is Armageddon Mod. Alright, so this is our first SR of the box. So Armageddon Mod is a level 7. He Digivolves from a black or a white Digimon. I'm going to see if I can get that to focus. Yep, there it is. And he has the rush mechanic. So when he comes into play, he can immediately attack. And then if you play him hard, then he can reduce the cost by 12 of his hard play cost if you delete a Diaboromon. So he can become a 3 cost immediate swing. And then his second ability is when Digivolving effects for level 7s would not proc, which means if you go into Omnimon, for example, or just any Omnimon, Millenniumon, Chaosmon, all of these, you disable their effects. So this card is really, really interesting as an anti-level 7. So definitely a really big fan of that kind of card. So let's put that to the side. Okay. All right, cracking the next pack. So first SR of the box, we got the Armageddon. Really cool card. So hopefully as we go through the box and we start to run into duplicates, we're able to speed this up a little bit. But I do want to explain the cards and why they're useful, why they're cool, etc. As we've seen Mechanorimon, Triceramon, 5 cost, 3 cost evolution, 8k DP. This is like Groundramon, except it costs 3 instead of 2, but it has 8k DP. So if you're playing a Mega Zoo red deck, for example, this card slaps. What is this? Paledramon? When you Digivolve into this card, you can strip 2 sources off of your opponent's Digimon. So this is a really easy way to get some source strip going. Weedmon. Oh my god. I love this card, guys. Not only is its art a reference to Digimon World 1, and it's like very pastel-like. I absolutely love the art. I had it in focus for a second, but I guess it's gone. Its ability is, when you Digiburst this card, you gain a memory. So if you Digiburst this card off of Grand Kuwagamon promo, for example, or let's say Nidhogg, then you get that +1 memory back, and that's super duper significant, right? Like Weedmon, fantastic card, absolutely fantastic. We do see Vajramond. Vajramond is 8k DP with 7 cost hard play and 2 cost to Evo. So he is the equivalent of Antilamon, of Lavogaridamon, Bossdaemon, etc. Right? He is what that is. Okay, next card, another Jokermon. So again, if you play this off of Zwart, for example, and this gets popped, then you can play a level 3. We do see the Agumon. All right, Agumon is on play. I believe you get to search a Greymon. Yep. So check top 3, and then you can add 1 Digimon with Greymon and 1 Omnimon. So really great consistency bump. Definitely really good card. We see Sunomon, actually. Okay, so we get another Digitama finally. So Sunomon ability is when you would attack... wait, what is it? Oh, JK, Lamau. Wrong card. Wrong. So when this card has Guruband or Omnimon in its name, it gets +1000 DP. So when you're looking to multi-swing with your Gurumons and such, definitely that DP will rack up. We see Fake Agumon Expert. So when he's deleted, I believe he retrieves an on-deleted from trash. So regular Agumon Expert, on play, he retrieves an Agumon, whereas this one retrieves an on-deleted. So as you can see, they're very similar, yet not similar at all, right? Revive from the Darkness. This card is really interesting. It is a 4 cost Necrophobia, however it has a cost attached to it, being you have to delete one of your own Digimon. So similar to Necrophobia, where it revives a 5. Actually, I lied. This can revive a 5 or less. So that's actually really interesting, because there's a lot of targets in purple, like Promo Devimon, for example, or even a Devimon with Vengeance. Really great call targets. We do see the Blukomon, or I guess in English it's Bulukomon, where it's similar to Promo Gomamon, where it's when you would strip the source of an opponent's Digimon, you gain a memory. So really great card right there. And then we get one of the strongest cards in this set, Mega Digimon Fusion, or the Japanese translation was Fuse into the Ultimate Digimon. I had it for like a second there. Oh man, yeah, this camera not working with me today, but yeah, absolutely fantastic art, if you can see it. This card is really cool. So what Digimon Fusion does is, the next time you would go into a level 7 off of a 6, it would cost 0, but at the end of the turn, that Digimon is bot decked. So there's really crazy combos you can do with this. For example, you can go into Omnimon Zwart for 0 and then spawn 2 bodies before you get rid of that Zwart body. You can go, for example, into Bt5 Omnimod, pop a Digimon, double swing, and then, go away. This card has so many applications. It's such a phenomenal card. But to play white cards, you need a white Digimon or a white Tamer. And so that's where, right, the Matt and Tai come in, because that's your white card, right? So now we have a way to trigger Mega Digimon Fusion. So really cool stuff right there. I love this card. Absolutely phenomenal card. Okay. Up next. See what we got. Okay, so we get Cubiemon. Cubiemon is a Digimon that many of you know from Season 3. It was the champion form of Renamon. Cubiemon is, during your turn, all of your opponent's security gets a minus 1k DP. So Cubiemon's actually really interesting because you can use Cubiemon in tangent with War Greymon, for example. War Greymon's issue was that he would swing into security and then he would sometimes die because his DP wasn't high enough. But now we have Cubiemon, who acts a pseudo DP gain, so we can make the War Greymon swing a lot safer. We see Gasomon. Gasomon is similar to Vajramond, where it's a 3 cost to play and then 2 cost to evo, so that's pretty cool. Commandramon. We do get a new Commandramon in set 5 for you D Brigade fanatics. This Commandramon does have blocker though, which is really cool, because what that does mean is that if you yeet this Commandramon off of your Commandramon rare or yeet it off a Tankdramon, then you get access to a blocker. So really cool card. We see Musayaman once again. There it is, Meteor Shower. I don't know why I said Meteor Squall. Might be a Pokemon name or something, but Meteor Shower, really cool card. What this card allows you to do is it allows you to play a yellow Digimon with Starmon in its name. So for example, that shooting Starmon that we saw a little bit earlier when it's deleted, minus 3k DP. There's also a regular Starmon that we might see in this box, and that's when played, not delete, but reduced minus 1k DP for every Digimon that you have, and so that you can stack that up. We get the new Palmon. This Palmon is, when deleted, you can take a Palmon from your trash and stack it underneath one of your Digimon. This Palmon is really interesting because there's a lot of really great Palmon targets. For example, there's a starter deck Palmon that gives plus 2k DP. There's also Palmon Promo, which gives jamming with Digibursts, so you can recycle that as well. Really interesting card. Once again, Demonic Disaster, absolutely fantastic card, especially in tangent with OTK Purple. Neptunemon, oh my god, I love this art, you guys. One of the Olympus 12, oh man, I just had it. But yeah, this is one of the Olympus 12. This Digimon is a 2 cost to evolve, similar to Plesiomon, and he cannot be attacked, so similar to Beowulfmon in that respect. So you can just constantly get those swings off and he can't be targeted. So if you're trying to play fast on the blue, maybe you can consider Neptunemon, right? Shoutmon. Shoutmon is similar to the Agumon that we saw previously, but his on play is he searches for one Digimon with Shoutmon and one Digimon with Blitz in it, so he can find the Zeke Greymon, for example. He also can search for Bt5 Omnimod, so hopefully we see that as well. But Shoutmon is also a really nice consistency buff. Oh, Zombomon. This is a 2 cost evolution as well, similar to Neptunemon, but he has Vengeance, or Retaliation rather. So this card's actually really great, because not only can you trade him into certain things, but he's also untouchable, so if your opponent tries to swing into it, you'll punish them. Zombomon is a really fantastic card. Ooh, we do see Vajramond. Vajramond, if I can get that to focus, I don't know if I can or not, because the camera is not being cooperative today. Man, I'm so sad. This art is fantastic. This art is so cool, guys. Like, let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Vajramond, when you Digivolve into him, both players have to trash the top 5 of their deck, so, you know, get a little bit of that milling going on. And then on deletion, if you have a Tamer in play, you can play a level 6 Gallant from your hand or trash. And you see like regular Gallantmon in the bottom right there, facing off with Vajramond. This card's really cool because you can play either BT2 Gallantmon, you can play the starter deck Gallantmon we'll get in the future, and you can also play Chaos Gallantmon, who's in this set. Really cool card. This card also comes off of a red 3 or a purple 3. So really cool stuff. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We do get Bt5 Omnimod. This is one of the best cards in this set. Definitely really fantastic card. Bt5 Omnimod is a 4 cost off of blue, 4 cost off of red. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Yep, there it is. And he has the Blitz mechanic, which means if you pass the turn, then he's able to swing. He also has the ability to unsuspend himself, and during both players' turn, if your opponent would attempt to delete this card through battle, through effects, etc. Wait, is it by battle? Wait. No, I lied. It's just by effects. So they try to delete it by an effect, or they try to bounce it back to your hand or deck. They might trashing a 6 from underneath this, then you can prevent that. Destruction. So this card not only offers protection, but it also offers a lot of aggression, because you can say, for example, you can swing the Digivolve into Omnimon, restand, and then swing again, right? So that's 2 attacks right there. Really great card. So let's put this rare over here. Was that the rare? Is Vajramond a rare? It is a rare. Okay, cool. So yeah, this card, fantastic. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, let's see. What's cracking in this next pack? we do get the Vajramond, another Cutemon, Pillowmon. 3 cost, hard to play, 0 cost evolution, 4k DP. It's cute. That's all you need to know. It's just cute. It's really, really cute. Gasomon. Yes. So Gasomon is pretty cool because his ability is during your turn, all your other Gasomon get plus 3k DP, and then your opponent can't reduce Digivolution cost. So again, similar to Cutemon, but it's kind of funny because he gives other Gasomons plus 3k DP. So imagine if we get future Gasomons and you just like make a Gasomon deck and you just rush your opponent down. That'd be pretty funny. Floramon. Floramon is a 3 cost hard play, 0 cost evolution, 4k DP. Royal Nuts once again. Yes, Knightmod. Ooh, Shademon. Okay, Shademon's really, really cool. Shademon is a security Digimon. So yes, we're seeing security Digimon once again. When you reveal this card from security, you can play it onto the board, and he has blocker, but he cannot attack. So Shademon is really, really interesting because he can stop lethal because he is a blocker, right? And that fact is really huge. He also is a unidentified or unknown type of Digimon, and cool Wendigomon over here, little reference, but he is unknown/unidentified, so he does count for cards like Arata in Diaboromon. There it is, the Koromon. This Koromon is the one we saw as the promo for entering the all the different tournaments we had in June and July. When you swing with a Greymon or a Omnimod, you get to draw 1. So really, really fantastic card. Bancho Lilymon. Bancho Lilymon is when deleted, you're allowed to, I believe it's bot deck? Yeah, so you would bot deck one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of their deck. So it's basically a Terra Cluster on legs. This was pretty cool. Nokia. Okay, so Nokia is really, 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 really cool. So Nokia's first ability is when you play this card, you're allowed to play an Agumon or a Gabumon from your hand for no cost. Well, I guess the cost is 3 if you want to look at it that way, but you know, however you want to look at it. Let me see if I can get this to focus, but oh well, whatever. And her other ability is if you would Digivolve into a card with Greymon, Guruband, or Omnimon in its name, you can reduce the cost by 1, which is pretty cool actually. When you take into consideration the fact that if you use the Greymon or the Gurumon that reduces the cost by 1, then it can become a 0 cost evolution. So, and our last rare is Black War Greymon. So this is actually a Black War Greymon. That's not the secret rare, and he is 4 cost evolution, +1 security attack and reboot. So if you're trying to get like that good damage off, like bang bang bang, right? Not bad. Okay. Really cool art though. I'm absolutely in love with the art of this set. I think it's like really, really good. Oh, I think I see one of the best cards out there. Yep. One of the best cards in Bt5, Starmon. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. On play, -1k DP for every Digimon you control. This card is absolutely insane. In Lord Knightmon and War Greymon and Rookie Rush even. This card is fantastic. Absolutely nuts. Like, good card all around. Kurosariman. This one is when you Digivolve into it, and this is actually a reference to Cyber Sleuth, I believe, with the Wisemon. But oops. When you Digivolve into this card, I'm gonna see if I can get it. Yeah. When you Digivolve into this card, man, my camera, I'm so sad. When Digivolve into this card, you can play an Arata for free if you don't control one already. And his ESS is all of your Diaboromons, when they're, I believe, yeah. So all Digimon with the same name as this card, they get Rush or Haste. So they're able to just immediately attack. So if you spawn a token, that token can immediately attack. Really good stuff. Tachymon. Tachymon is similar to Cubiemon, where its ESS is -1k DP for your opponent's security. So again, War Greymon's energy right there. Vajramond, Dorbrickmon, Gladymon. Gladymon is on play. You can check your security and then find, I believe it's one Digimon with Warrior or Holy Warrior in its typing, and if you do, then you get heal 1. It is a 4 cost to slam and 2 cost to evolve into, and he's a Warrior type, so that is really important when we get to Lord Knightmon eventually, hopefully. Rowdy Rocker. This card's really cool. Actually really like this card. I think someone just subscribed just now. That's really funny. But Rowdy Rocker is main phase. You can take one of your red level 4 or lower cards, put it into the bottom of your one of your Digimon, and then draw 2. Why Rowdy Rocker is cool is because, for example, you can take starter deck Greymon, who gives +1 security attack, and you can shove it under like jamming Vmon, and like bam, 2 damage free. So, and also draws 2. It's like Pot of Greed. Pixmon. One of the really good yellow eggs. Pixmon is if you control 3 or more Digimon, -1k DP on swing. So in tangent with Lord Knightmon and stuff, it's really, really good. Gabumon. Gabumon is similar to Agumon, where it's on play. Check top 3, find a Gurumon or Omnimon, add it to your hand. And again, off of the Nokia, you're able to play for free and get that search. We do see, what is it? You can't actually fly. 3 costs to spend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then if your opponent has a level 7 Digimon in play, trash the top of their security. I think this is actually a reference to one of the older series. Maybe it was like Hyper Coliseum or something like that. I believe that's what it was. This card's interesting. It's cute. I like the art a lot. We do see the Metal Gurumon. Metal Gurumon is when you Digivolve into this, you can take one of your opponent's Digimon with on delete and then bot deck it. So versus Don Devi, for example, or Omnimon Zwart, you can just bot deck it away. So that's pretty cool. We do see the Mimi Izzy, or Izzy Mimi, whatever. So if your opponent has a suspended Digimon, then you gain 2 memory at the start of your turn. And on attack, when you're green level 5, you check top, check top 3, and then you can find a green level 6 and then immediately Digivolve into that. So for example, if you have a full stack and you swing like Pixie Mod, and you find a Nidhogg, bam, you can just instantly go into Nidhogg. Or you can go into, say for example, Grand Kuagamon from set 1 and get that piercing or whatever, you know, like, it's really cool stuff, really cool stuff. Okay, definitely a really cool card though. I actually like this card a lot. Okay, so we're gonna crack open. We do get Koromon. Koromon is on play, check top 5, and then you may add 1 Digimon with unidentified and 1 Arata. So you may notice a trend where we're just getting a bunch of consistency boosters for various archetypes, and Koromon is the one for the Geoboromon archetype. Yokomon, again, cannot reduce the cost of Digivolution. Cubiemon, War Greymon support. Black Groundmon, plus security attack. Daramon, Mega Zoo stuff. Guruband reduces the cost if you have a Gabumon in source, and then it gives plus 1 KDP. Agumon is a searcher. Absolute Blast, fantastic Hex Blast support. Gabumon, that's funny, like a little Guru Gabu. Pikmon, again, fantastic A. Alterous mode. And we do pull the Rafflesiamon. So Rafflesiamon is our 3rd SR, and Rafflesiamon ability. Let me see if I can get the art to focus first, because the art in the set is fantastic, and I really wish I could share it with you guys. Okay, so we had it for a second. Let me see. Okay, so Rafflesiamon's first ability is Digiburst 2. All your Digimon get plus 2k DP, and then once per turn, if you use Digiburst, one of your opponent's Digimon cannot attack or block until the end of their next turn. So Rafflesiamon costs 3 to evolve into off of a 5, or it costs a 1 to Digivolve into from a 6. Because if you don't know, lore-wise, Rafflesia is actually a Jogress between Rosemon and Lotusmon. So really cool stuff. So for example, if you go into your Rosemon, and then you can go into Rafflesia, you know, maybe you get that security attack plus, etc., right? Rafflesia is definitely a really cool card. It's a very control-heavy emphasis on green, right? Because you're able to stun a card essentially with like a positron laser sort of style, and that's really cool because, for example, you can prevent your opponent from doing like an Omnimon combo or something like that. So Rafflesia is definitely really cool. Okay. Oops. Okay. We do pull the Garbagemon. Garbagemon is 5 cost, 8 KDP, it's vanilla, pretty self-explanatory. Kurisarimon, again, plays an Arata, gives rush. Coelamon, I love this art, by the way, because it's very like soft, you know? Let me see if I can get to focus. Yeah. So Coelamon is a 1 cost blocker for blue. So again, really good stuff overall. Kotemon once again. Troopmon. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little rant about this guy, okay? This card is I found how to focus the camera, Lamau. This card is super duper good, okay? Don't sleep on this card. When Troopmon is deleted, you get to play another Troopmon for free. And you have to realize the context of the color he's in. He's in purple, guys. Which means when you're using your Lady Devimon to draw 2 cards, for example, or whatever, Troopmon's getting value. Because you're probably going to draw into another Troopmon, and then you can pop it for like Demonic Disaster or like Black Or Gromon or like whatever it may be, right? And the Troopmon just keeps spawning itself. There's so much value in this card. Look, Demonic Disaster, bam, the combo is literally right, it writes itself. Pixie Mod, I love Pixie Mod, guys, honestly. Monitamon. Monitamon is on play, look at the top card of your deck, and then, let me see. And then when he's deleted, you can reveal top 3 and then play a Monitamon from those. Eventually, we're going to get more Monitamon because I know there's a high vision Monitamon as well. That'll be pretty cool because then you get like a little scrying going on. Transcendent Sword, Zeke Greymon. I wasn't able to do it earlier, but now I can like pull it up. Yep, there it is. That Zeke Greymon art. fantastic. Ooh, all delete. Okay, this card art is really dope. So as you can see, and then it is a 10 cost. It's 10 cost to cast. Main effect: you may return one of your Digimon with Omnimod in its name to the owner's hand. To delete all Digimon and Tamers, and then it's basically a dark hole. This card's not very good. I'll be very real with you. You should not be looking to play this card because the issue is you pass the turn and give your opponent initiative. Because they get to build board first because you ended up passing the turn. So, and we get the Renamon as our last rare. So Renamon is on play -1 security attack from your opponent's Digimon. So it's pretty cool. When you call stuff for free off of like Angelwomon or Lord Knightmon, then cards like Renamon get a lot of value. Okay. Oh wait, I just realized now that I figured out how to like get my camera to focus, I can show you guys. Look. Wait, bird. Okay. Actually, now that I have the chance, I can just show all the art, right? I can get it all to focus. Yeah, this art is like super sick, guys. Look at my boys. Look at the Starmon gang. Oh, okay, new card. Black Mach Galgomon. It has reboot, and then if your Digimon has reboot, get plus 2k DP. So if you're ever if you don't have jamming, for example, he's a safety net. He's also his main effect at least is another copy of Metal Greymon. So if you want to get that chip off. Do you see the Guruband? Ultimate Flare. Okay, this card is really good, guys. Ultimate Flare's ability, so it is an 8 cost, and I understand that, but it's a really good 8 cost. Its ability is you Digivolve 3 off of one of your opponent's Digimon, and then you can trash all of their Digimon with a play cost of 3 or less. And then its security effect is that you activate it, you activate the main effect. This card is fantastic, especially not only the Digivolve 3 part, because you're essentially killing a stack, right? But it's also it could potentially be a board wipe. So versus decks that love to go wide, like Rookie Rush, for example, or Lord Knightmon, but very strong potential blowout card. Inframon, cool. Wait, this is just like a whole like Diaboromon pack. Inframon is able to warp Digivolve from Koromon, so you just go straight into this off for 4. It's just like the movie, right? Because he didn't Digivolve into Kurosariamon in the movie. And then his ESS is you may play a Diaboromon token when deleted. Really cool stuff. Ooh, we finally get the Greymon. Right, let me see if I can get that to focus. Yep. So Greymon is a reference to DW1. He gains the memory when you Digivolve into him, and he gets plus 2k DP if you have Greymon or Omnimod in its name. Yokomon, absolutely cracked egg. Fantastic egg, really good egg. Yokomon says, when this Digimon is trashed, one of your Digimon gets plus 2k DP. It doesn't have to be the Digimon that you Digiburst for, it could be any Digimon on your board. So this card, for example, can make Grand Kuwagomon promo 13k DP. Very good card. We do see Sakuyamon. Okay, so Sakuyamon is a really good card, actually. So 3 cost to evolve into. Your opponent's turn, their Digimon, if they pull it from breeding area, gets -3 security attack, and all of your opponent's security Digimon get -3k DP. Going into BT6 format, this card is absolutely fantastic. Oh, and we pull alternate art Omnimon, guys. Look at that. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so alternate art Omnimon is, it's this Omnimon. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Well, where are we? Yep, there it is. Yep. Really cool. Look at this gold like outline too. That's so sick. That's so cool. Okay. So that is one of the alternate arts. So now we either gonna get one more alternate art, or we can get a secret rare. Which will it be? Which will it be? Okay. So up first, we do have Maramon. Maramon is a reference, again, to DW1. When Digivolve, one of your Digimon gets plus 3k DP. Weedmon. I can show you guys the art. I love this art. I love it. Commandramon with the blocker. Gasomon. Oh, Meteor. I can show Meteor Shower's art now. I love this art. It's so good. It has like a little Edamon and everything. Block Mach Galgomon. Royal Nuts. Now that you see it up close, you can see Puppetmon just absolutely getting blasted. Oh, there's a whoops. A Blazing Storm of Metal. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, all of your Digimon with Reboot get plus 1k DP and Blocker, and then its ESS is your opponent can't attack you for the rest of the turn. Like you're the player, so not security. And then add to your hand. So very similar to what is it? God's Breath? I forget what the English name is called, but Cubiemon. This is Digisorption support. Cubiemon, you see like the little Pomumon and the Chibi Kiwi. That's pretty cool. But on play for 4, by the way. Check top 3. Add all cards with Digisorption to your hand. Again, Sarismon support and similar. We see Digimon. You get that little reference. Weiselin. This card's pretty cool. It is 6 cost. Up to 2 of your Digimon can't attack or block, so similar to Positron Laser. And then if you have a Digimon with Digiburst, you actually gain 2 memory. So again, it's just, it becomes a 4 cost Positron Laser. And then security effect is basically the same as the main effect. And ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have pulled the Lord Knightmon. This card is absolutely bonkers. It's super pretty too, actually. Lord Knightmon is, when attacking, you may play yellow level 3 or a yellow Digimon with Warrior in its typing from your hand without cost, and then during both players' turns, for every other Digimon you have in play, it gets plus 1k DP. So you can play Knightmon, Gladymon, and then any level yellow 3. So like for example, you could play Lusamon, or you could play Renamon, Bushiagumon, etc. Like there's a ton of options. This card is really, really good. This card is absolutely fantastic. So let's see. Man, we have a lot of this box to go still, guys. Quite a bit. Okay. So, Cutemon with the little flower. It's kind of cute, right? Commandramon Blocker. Yokomon. Morishellmon. Guruband. I lost the focus. Where'd he go? I learned the tech, and now the tech is gone. Alright, we'll get to it. Rowdy Rocker. There you go. Yep. Palmon. Fake Agumon Expert. Yokomon. The Crisp Paildramon. You can see that art. It's pretty dope. Argomon 6. Again, I love this art. Absolutely love it. Ooh, Hex Blaumon. Okay. Alright, let me see if I can get that to focus, because I know a ton of people love Hex Blaumon. Yep, there it is. So Hex Blaumon is a 3-cost evolution, and his ability is when attacking, trash up to 2 cards, 2 Digivolution sources from your opponent's Digimon, and then if your opponent has any Digimon with no sources, he gains jamming. And then during both players' turn, your opponent's Digimon without any sources cannot attack or block. So, you know, he lives up to his name, or lives up to his theme rather, like the ice kind of thematic. Oh, haha, I should have known. But he basically freezes your opponent's Digimon if they don't have a source. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Man, we're just getting all the cool SRs. What? Like we got double Omni, Rafflesia, Crusader. Like we're just getting all the cool stuff, you know. Okay, so here we have a Troopmon. Again, Troopmon is, don't sleep on this card. It's cracked. Koromon, very creepy. Monochromon, reference to DW1. He's in his little shop. Kotemon. Daramon, again, fantastic art. Demonic Disaster. Knightmon. Oh man, of course the focus leaves when we get to Knightmon. Let's see, not even the camera wants to play versus this deck. We'll go to the next one. Shoutmon. See if I can get that to focus for you guys. Come on, camera. No? Okay. Rosemon? What happened to the camera? I'm so sad right now. It was working so well for a bit. I guess that'll do it. Gigimon. Again, plus 2 KDP when a Digimon is deleted. Ooh, Takumi Aiba. Okay, so Aiba's really interesting. He's a 2-cost white tamer, so if you want to play your Fuse, for example, he's a really good way to go into that. But also, whenever you Digivolve on the board, you tap Takumi Aiba and you get to draw 1. And his other ability is whenever during either player, I'm trying to focus this, but either player, if they swing, that player loses, they lose a memory. So he's really good as a tech to stop like rush strategies and whatnot. And then we do get the Shoutmon, Omni Shoutmon specifically. Omni Shoutmon is able to warp off of regular Shoutmon for 4, and then his ESS is that he gives a Digimon with Blitz plus 1 security attack. And then and then you can see he has Omnimon in the background and everything cool. Pretty cool card. Okay, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? I'm hoping we pull a Zwart, guys. I really want to see a Zwart. Okay, so Talmon. Let me see if I can. Yep. Musayaman. Triceramon. You can see like the Monochromon, the Vermilionmon. Floramon, she's just chilling, the little tea party in the back. Mechanorimon, again, really cool card. Palmon, cool card. Knightmon, okay, well, there's our place at a Knightmon, I guess. And then the camera died on Knightmon again. Man. Ooh, Sumemon, okay. Sumemon's a pretty cool card. Sumemon is, if you attack and you have unidentified in your typing, you get to draw one. So he's just a way to get a little bit of a draw power engine going. Yep, there it is. Super Starmon. Revive from Darkness. Hey, Arata. That's funny. It was in the Sumemon pack. And Terriermon Assistant. Terriermon Assistant is a pretty interesting card because he's a Digiburst on a level 3 for... Oop, I don't know what that was. But for... Oops, let's see. For Digiburst 3, what you're able to do is you're able to check the top card of your deck, and then if it's a Digimon, a green Digimon specifically, you can add it to your hand. So nice consistency booster, easy way to proc your Rafflesia, you know, etc. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got Vajramond, Maramon, Cubiemon, Marine Devimon, Supreme Cannon, Agumon, Pixie Mod, Shooting Starmon. There's a little Vajramond in the background. Gilmon. Gilmon, oh man, this art is so good too. Come on, work with me. Okay, when this card is deleted by an effect, you gain a memory. So for your demonic disasters and stuff, you get that memory back. Really good stuff. There's a Shademon, you can see the Wendigomon and everything. Fusion, Mega Digimon Fusion. Ooh, Tachymon. Okay. So Tachymon's a cool card. What Tachymon does, let me see if I can get to focus yet. So Tachymon is when he attacks, you can activate one of the abilities below, but if he's the only Digimon on your board, then you get all 3 abilities. So you either gain a memory, gain 2k DP, or you can delete up to 3 level 3 Digimon. So when you combine this with cards like Black War Gramon or War Gurumon from set 2, you can swing twice because Tachymon isn't a once per turn ability. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. All right, let's see. Okay, we have the Vajramond, Garbagemon. Let's see if I can get that in focus. Gasomon, Starmon, Dorbrickmon, Ultimate Flare, Gladymon, Zombomon, Infamon, Koromon, War Greymon. So this War Greymon is when you digivolve into it, if you have a Greymon in source, you're able to pop a blocker, and then when attacking ESS, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3k or less DP. And then our last rare is Blukomon. So again, Blukomon is +1 memory whenever you strip something. Alright, fingers crossed. Let's go for that Zwart, right? Black Gramon, Weedmon, Gasomon, Coelamon, Black Galgamon, Jokermon, Supreme Cannon, Spiral Masquerade. Okay, this is a very interesting card. So for cost, for every Digimon you have in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -3k DP, and main phase security effect, activate the main effect. So if you go wide or you play Rookie Rush, for example, very, very great card. Neptunemon, now we can see his art in like all its magnificence, right? You can't actually fly. They're literally just bullying Cubiemon. So here we go, another Time Mat, and Catastrophe Cannon. So what Catastrophe Cannon does, let me get in focus if I can, but yeah, so it's for cost, de-digivolve by 2, and then if you have Diaboromon in play, you can summon another Diaboromon token. It's a really great way not only to disrupt your opponent's board, but also to expand your own. So, you know, like similarly, 2 birds, 1 stone kind of deal. All right, we're nearing the end of this box. We still have either a secret rare or an alternate art left, by the way. So we'll see what happens. Okay, Pillowmon, it's cute. Clarosarimon, Gausmon, Talmon, Troopmon, Royal Nuts, Gladiemon. Where'd the focus go? Whatever, it's fine. Sunomon, Greymon. Yep, there it is. Bancho Lilymon. Ooh, okay. This Diaboromon is really great for the deck. When you Digivolve into it, you just make a token. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Well, because it is, and it's really good. Wargurumon Sagittarius mode. This Wargurumon, it's similar to Alterous mode, where it has a 3-in-1 cost evolution. And then if you have a Gururumon in its source, you do get jamming. And then he gets +1k DP, ESS. The jamming is really good because you can pair that up with Ancient Gururumon, for example, and guarantee double swing. Wow, this pack was thick. What the heck? Maybe it's just my imagination, but this was a thick pack. Okay. So we have Floramon, Caramon, Koalamon, Pillowmon, Rowdy Rocker, Palmon, Meteor Shower, Fake Agumon Expert, Sumemon, Chris Pale, Sora Joe. If your opponent has a Digimon with no sources, you gain 2 memory, and when you attack with a blue Digimon, you may strip 2 from one of your opponent's Digimon. This card actually did see play as a pseudo counter to Lord Knightmon, where since they expanded their board so much, you could potentially get a free 2 memory. Oh wait, it wasn't SR. Okay, so it is Black Metal Gururumon. So Black Metal Gururumon, if I can get to focus, come on, work with me. Yeah, so it has reboot, and when did you Digivolve into it, Digiburst 2, and you are able to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 6 or less, and if you don't delete anything, then you can just burn their top of their security. So really cool card. It's really interesting because it's technically a form of removal in black, which black didn't have before, ironically. Okay. Yeah, we have Maramon, Cubiemon, Marine Devimon, Pillowmon, Kurosarimon, Gladiemon, Ultimate Flare, Neptunemon, Absolute Blast, Bancho Lilymon, Izzy Mimi once again, and Alterous mode. Okay, not bad. We're down to the last 4 packs. Jeez. Wait, how many SRs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we only have, I think we only have that 1 hit left, actually. Oh, okay. So no base art Zorts, I think. Could be wrong. Gasomon, Talmon, Shrootmon, Floramon, Caramon, Palmon, Rowdy Rocker, whoops. Blazing Storm of Metal, Cubiemon, Monitamon, Diaboromon, so for you Diaboromon fanatics, once again, and Takumi. Hey. Maramon, Garbagemon, me, Musayaman, Cutemon, Black Gromon, Gururumon, Jokermon, Blazing Storm of Metal, Shooting Starmon, Koromon. Ooh, we finally got one. Black War Gromon. So Black War Gromon is really interesting because his Digiburst 3, you can play a level 3 purple from your trash, and then once per turn, ESS, you can delete 1 to restand. So not only does he pay his own ESS cost, but if you play Chaos Gallimon, then you can also pop off with that because Chaos Gallimon is on Digivolve. Pop one of your Digimon, and then you're able to pop one of your opponent's level 5 or lower. Nokia. Okay. Cool. Finally got one. Alright, last 2 packs, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the hit? Where is the hit? So, Sakuyamon, Daramon. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Oh, it's okay. Dorbrickmon. Let's see. Whatever. Kotemon. Whoops. Ultimate Flare. And Monochromon fell. Black Mock Gagamon. Monitamon. Shotmon. Transcendent Sword. Terriermon Assistant, and... Oh, Musayaman. Okay. Black finally got a 2-cost evolution. You may rejoice. And, well, fittingly so, the alternate art slash secret rares in the last pack of the box. Huh. Okay. Well, that's cool for a grand finale, right? All right. Don't wanna spoil myself. All right. Okay. So let's see, Koalamon, Pillowmon, Maramon, Garbagemon, Pixiemon, Meteor Shower, Black Mock Galgamon, Sumemon, Spiral Masquerade, Guilmon, another Sakuyamon, and we get the Omnimon Zwart Defeat. Alright, that is a very, very good secret rare. So Omnimon Zwart Defeat is when this card is revealed from security, you may immediately play it onto the battlefield. When you digivolve into Omnimon Zwart Defeat, though, you do get to pop one of your opponent's tamers and his, whoops, where'd the focus go? Man, just couldn't handle it. And then his on-delete ability is delete one of your opponent's Digimon. He comes from both black and purple. This card is really, really good. Not only is he one of the, he is the only tamer removal in the game, he's also removal himself for Digimon, and he can play from security. So if you reveal it and you're like, normally you're like, oh man, there goes my 7. Well, in this case, you're like, oh yeah, my 7. So yeah, that's our secret rare for the box. So overall, we got a pretty good box, I would say, right? Because we got let me lay this out a little bit, right? So let's see, we got the Omnimon, we got Armageddon Mod, we got the whole gang, right? Let's see, trying to make this look kind of pretty. Okay. So yeah. And there you have it. We got 2 Omnimons, we got Defeat, Metal Gurumon, Tachymon, Hexblow, Armageddon, Crusader, and Rafflesia. So overall, I think it's a pretty good box, especially when you get Omnimon alt art, right? Who doesn't want Omni alt? And Defeat is, again, absolutely nutty of a card. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you found this enjoyable. Just remember that you can pick the set up both on August 6th as well as July 30th for the sneak peek. So thank you once again to Bandai for sending me this box, and I hope you guys have all a great day.